Doncic outside. Shaq with the screen. Good D by Embiid.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
Pass to Towns. Now Embiid. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
And it became very clear very early, RJ, that Wembanyama is legit and a very special player. Generational.
You never know until those first few games, but it was immediate how different Wemby is going to be. He has already met those lofty expectations that we all had for him.
Now Edwards. Paul George missing from long range. 6 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Edwards. And the rejection by Embiid.
Every year he's a defensive player of the year candidate. His instincts, that's what makes Embiid outstanding. And his awareness of when to go for the block. Oh, wow. Okay, we're going to start the game with 4 straight misses. Look, that's about as rough as it gets. It'll get going soon.
The Jazz shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Over to the wing.
Oh,
in a wide open look for Wembanyama. And it's off from three-point range. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. Their team's main focus tonight, well, it starts with all-star Anthony Edwards. He said Ant is an incredible player. He's so physical. We have to throw multiple bodies at him. It's got to be a team effort to keep Edwards in check. An ambitious game plan. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. And George gets it to go.
And what a smooth three-point shot. George has worked hard to develop that stroke.
That's tipped. O'Neal with the steal. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. The Jazz with another miss. Here's Golden State. They're on an 11-3 run. Break since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
Substitution on the court.
Utah trails by 8. Cloak loose. Kirilenko with it. Now defended by Cunningham. Love looking around. Allen for the 3. Good on the triple.
Man, this is Allen's go-to shot. Just a sensational shooter from the three-point line.
Number 3, Levine.
Zach Levine.
Drills it from outside.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Kirilenko. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Pass to Mobley. The kick out to Cunningham. Over in the corner, Porzingis. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5
There you go.
from long range?
Finally, nigga.
Outside
Let's
Rondo.
go.
Here's Allen. The Warriors pull it in. 58 seconds left to play in the first quarter. LaVine wide open. Another three for Golden State.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And it's DeRozan missing.
That's just the bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss them.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
43 seconds left in the first. LaVine, good.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
To the wing right side. Towns down low. Shoots over Mobley. That one a little long. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. Over in the corner, Porzingis. Off target with his three. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. To end the run. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Porzingis.
Oh, my God.
Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. And so it's Zach LaVine making things happen for the Warriors. He notched 8 points in the quarter.
22.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Warriors?
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving. One of the most feared, versatile scorers at that forward position. Big game James always seems to make the most out of any situation.
And you hear Richard about players dunking and putting a hurting on the rim, but that iron sometimes can put a hurting on a player's hands too, right?
Oh, and then when you get older, those landings, they can start to hurt too. End of the day, there's a price to be paid for all that high-flying and rim wrecking, and it's worth it.
Buries it from three-point range.
And George is a phenomenal shoot player. Measuring the shot before receiving the pass, you can't guard that. And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
Here's Wembanyama for three. It's rebounded by Towns.
And he didn't punish them for the weak.
That nigga Shea fouled out.
They can't count on him to continue missing. Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in the games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch. Warriors leading by 18. Stolen by Kirilenko. Nice shot by Rondo.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Outside for George. Screen by O'Neal. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on DeRozan. And the NBA helping establish academies and even leagues, Greg, on foreign soil. Do you expect more to come?
I do, Kevin. I think the league recognizes it has a big role to play in the expansion of the game globally. Investments being made with the long-term view in mind.
Here's Allen. And Shaq pulls it down.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
George with no one around. They get it
wow.
back. Pass
Oh,
to Wembanyama.
wow, bro.
Out to Doncic. Hits the three-point bomb. Doncic has got himself on the board for 3 there.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
I gotta make
Shaq
one.
with it. Now guarded by DeRozan.
I need to make one.
Outside for George. In the corner, it's Wembanyama. Another three for Golden State.
After failing to
This
knock down
nigga's gonna
anything
hit
from
me.
deep in the first quarter, he's
Oh.
got 2 to go here in the
Okay,
second.
don't foul, don't foul, don't
Allen
foul.
for the three.
Actually,
The
we don't need
rebound
to
by
play with
Victor
5 seconds.
Wembanyama. Back to Doncic. The tray. They get the rebound. George up top. Some nice passing by Golden State.
I got Clay.
And stolen by Love. Paul George with the steal. And Edwards with the...
There you go, stupid. I know you want to play the winner of that game, man.
Yeah, you're not playing next game?
I said he want to see you, man.